My name's Patricia Riddell and I'm a Professor of Applied Neuroscience. For the last 15 years, I've been dedicated to combining my expertise in neuroscience with creating training for organisations. To put this into practice, we've brought together a multinational, multidisciplinary team at Neuro Business Training. Our aim is to bring together the latest findings in neuroscience with the best training methods to deliver high-quality, business-led courses to organisations in Norway. We customise our courses both for particular business needs and the organisational context to create solution-focused, effective training for all levels of the organisation from leaders downwards. Knowing about how the brain works can help people in many aspects of business. We offer courses in leadership where we discuss what the latest neuroscience tells us about leadership, decision-making systems in the brain, how to manage change, planning and strategy, how to motivate people, and other important aspects of being a leader. We also offer courses in creating learning cultures and in how to keep up with learning in a changing regulatory environment. Please contact us if there are any of our courses that you would like to learn more about, or if you would like to discuss how to bring a neuroscience approach to business need within your organisation. We base all our courses on the latest evidence in the field, but also like to provide more direct evidence that our approach works. It's to this end that we're asking for help from you and your organisation. There's a known problem in Norway with employees taking sometimes extended periods of sick leave. This can cause stress within the workplace as others have to take up the slack. It's also costly for the business and can result in lowered morale within the workforce. We've created a training programme that aims to address this particular need, and we are looking for a way to test its effectiveness. We're reaching out to your organisation to ask if you would be willing for us to train 60 or more of your employees while measuring the effect of the programme on both motivation for work and sickness leave. If you choose to be involved in the programme, we would like to split the people attending into 2 groups. Each group will receive 2 half-day training sessions on how to increase motivation for work based on the latest neuroscience. This will provide some content on what demotivates and what motivates people, along with interactive exercises to practice ways to improve motivation both for individuals and for others in their team. There will also be some workplace exercises to complete between the training sessions. We will measure motivation both before and after the training, and we will share group data with the organisation. We will supply all materials and a venue if required. All we require of you is that you share data on sickness leave with us and provide us with 2 half days of your employees' time. The design we're proposing for delivering this training is shown here. First, we will run some baseline measures using online questionnaires with all of the participants in both groups before we start any training. We will then train one group of employees using 2 half-day sessions spaced 2 weeks apart. At the end of the second session, we'll ask both groups to complete a second set of online questionnaires. At this point, we'll begin the training for the second group, and they will be given the same 2 training sessions set 2 weeks apart. Then, at the end of this, both groups will complete a further set of online questionnaires. Finally, we'd like the groups to complete one further set of questionnaires 6 months after the training. We've designed the intervention like this because it allows us to compare motivation pre- and post-training for each of the 2 groups at different points in time. We predict that for each group, the motivational levels measured after the training will be higher than those before the training. But the design also allows us to compare the effect of training in Group 1 against a period when Group 2 have not been trained. Thus, if for instance something happens within the organisation during the first training period, which also affects motivation, it will be equally represented in both of the groups. Any change in motivation that is only seen in Group 1 therefore has to have been due to the training. We predict that motivation of Group 1 who have been trained will be higher than the motivation of Group 2 who have yet to be trained. The 6-month data then allows us to determine whether any initial effects of the training are maintained over time. I'm happy to discuss this in more detail with you if you're interested, and you can contact me using the webpage shown here. We hope that you find this intervention interesting and that it might help to address a current business need for your organisation. And we look forward to working with you on this and any other training needs you might have in the future. Thank you.